approaching summer temperatures all summer long across the nation as well, and a housing market that's been sending some mixed signals. So sounds familiar? Well, today I'm going to take a closer look at the insights from the article that's been creating quite a buzz around us Realtor in our group here. It's called Housing Market Predictions for 2023. When will home prices be affordable again? This is by a Forbes Advisor. Now, if you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend you do, giving it a read after you enjoy this video. Hey, Diane Cardano here. Welcome back to the Cardano team and at Philly in the Burbs. So let's get right into this, because one thing I don't do is I don't tell people what they want to hear. I never have in my life, in my business, many of years. So if you want to hear more about the nitty-gritty stuff that's going on with the real estate market and stay informed, just like and subscribe. I kind of appreciate that very much. So let's get right into it. Well, this article starts off by highlighting the persistent challenges we're facing. Well, the housing market activity has remained tepid. Yes, it has. But despite a slight drop in mortgage rates a few weeks ago, the national average 30-year fix has been edging near 7%. And for some people, it is, depending on your credit score. But wait, it gets even more interesting. Existing home sales. I think they got this wrong. I mean, they may have dropped by 3.3% across all the 4 major U.S. regions, but who cares? Of course they're going to drop. The last few months is summertime. I mean, as far as I know, I was at the shore. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people traveling right now, and they're not selling their home, not even thinking about it, and they're afraid to. So that's what we have, that inventory problem I always been talking about. So this whole thing that's happening to the real estate market right now, it's like a puzzle, but hang tight, I'm going to try to put these pieces together for you. So let's talk about what's relevant today. I'll try to connect the dots that's happening right now as we start rolling into September now, and we had the August market was pretty slow, but if you put a house in the market, it sold very quickly. Did we have this housing market recovery that we were hoping for? I don't know, it just hasn't quite shown up to the party. Houses are still getting overbid on prices. Interest rates stay about the same. Trust me, I feel like a broken record. I talk about this all the time, but I'm here to inform you that you need to know what's happening. You deserve to know what's happening in the real estate market, and that's what I want to do. On my channel, I want to give you the advice, things you're not going to hear or read in the newspaper, because they want to just give you whatever information that they're told to give, not what's really happening. I want to go to some key takeaways from the article. The chief economist over at Realtor.com, Danielle Hale, she hits us with some insights. She points out that the housing inventory is crucial. Of course it is. And without more affordable starter homes, we're just not going to crack the code on this affordability net. Well, since we're trying to assemble a puzzle, we need all the pieces. And the piece of this puzzle is inventory. And because average price of homes in the whole region, the whole United States, is $418,000. It's about that here in our area. How can these people afford this house? Well, they have to make at least $75,000 when we get into that in a little bit. But the point is that these starter homes, these people who are living in these starter homes are not coming on the market. They're not moving. These people are not moving because they're afraid to move. They have nowhere to go. I have 7 or 8, 10 buyers who want to move, but they don't want to move until after they sell their home, after they find a home, because it's such a hard time finding a home. So we have that problem going on right now. So basically, I think the government should be worried about getting houses on the market, not building these apartments that they're all building, you know. And then there's Larry Yoon talking here in the article, ever the optimist he is. He's talking about the housing recession being over. Well, did it ever start? We never had a housing recession. I like to, love your positive vibes, Larry, but, let's keep it real. We were never in a housing recession. In our area here, what are you talking about recession? This is ridiculous. Homes are selling them before they go on the market. It's still that way. People are buying, and if there's a house for sale, it goes under contract within 2 days. Next, the affordability thing. What's the impact on affordability? That's a big elephant in the room, isn't it? People, oh, is it affordable? Is it affordable? First-time home buyers, this is for you. Affording a home these days is like playing a high-stakes game. The average price for a starter home, I told you, is $418,000. It's an all-time high. And your income has to be about 75 grand. But, this is the time where you can start partnering up with people and start building up your real estate portfolio. Great time for that. If you're buying a home on your own, you might have a tougher time finding something within your budget, but plan on doing some work to the home and getting into it the way we did in the past. You buy a house, you do some work on the house, and you live there for a long time. When you're trying to solve this puzzle, the pieces don't seem to be there as far as making things affordable. They're talking about housing inventory being nearly 46% below historical average, and that's kind of true, but no wonder why supply and demand are playing this never-ending tug of war. I mean, this is what's happening. So in order to get people to move, I think that's the most important thing. You got to get people to want to move. So open up these starter homes and giving people a little bit more confidence of what's going on with the world, with inflation, all that good stuff. I understand supply and demand. They can't just keep going to that and saying, well, why don't they spend more money on, instead of all these apartment buildings, building housing development? What do you think about that? And let's not forget about foreclosure. They're saying, oh, foreclosures are going to bring all these houses into the market. Well, there's not going to be many foreclosures because people have so much equity in their home. So I don't think this article is right in that area, so I'm challenging it there. All right, so let's not just dwell on the problems. I'm all about solutions, and if you're considering making a move, I got a tip for you. Consider buying your next home before selling your current one. And you can do this. There's lots of creative ways to do this. I can show you how to do this. Why? Well, it's like securing your seat in the game where chairs are disappearing faster than you can say housing market. So it's very important to get prepared and know exactly all the angles so you can get that home and then move and open up the market with some housing. So I know this might feel like a roller coaster ride, but remember, knowledge is power. Stay informed, keep learning, keep making these smart, I call them smart real estate decisions. And before I wrap it up, I want you to know the drill. Please like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you're always going to know what I have to talk about when it comes to real estate and giving you the facts, the reality of real estate. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Remember, we're together tackling this housing market, one insight at a time. Diane Cardano, Cardano Realtors, signing off. Stay savvy, my friends.